pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Dunbar.
Present.
Harper. Here. Mazer.
Here.
Sofa.
Here.
Weaver.
Here.
Wayrum.
Here.
Zimmer.
Here.
Not agenda items from the sidelines. We have Al up here.
Yeah, that's me. Stormwater, I think tonight, Bart is gonna give you a couple of quotes for cement on my driveway to try to veer the stormwater that comes off the road onto the grass and into the stormwater, the storm drain at the end of my property. I just wanted to speak about that. I do have a video. If we get a heavy rain, I get a ton of water down that driveway. I mean a lot. I just show it to anybody who wants to see it, how bad it gets. And Bart came up with a great idea to at least see if we can't divert some of the water. I know that I came here last year and talked, and I think we were talking about eventually doing some work on Union, because a lot of that water comes off of Union. And I think
That's
I
gonna
saw that
be,
you guys
next Monday they're supposed to start, actually they're gonna start over here.
So between the two things, I'm hopeful between the two things we can deal with at least most of it. So I just wanted to ask you to please vote yes for the proposal. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I could attest to the amount of water that, because I'm your neighbor, and
Yeah.
I can look out my window and I can see, like, it just stands in the road 2
Yeah.
feet.
Yep.
You know, it's
Yeah.
horrible.
It goes down my driveway and into
You
my
have your own
yard.
little waterfall there that
Yeah.
comes off.
Yeah.
Okay. City administration. You want to start, Bart?
And speaking of the project there, I tried to require 3, the third person never did show up. And I do have a price, I might as well start with that particular driveway. The 11 by 24 foot pad, which will be placed and pitched to the west to take the water into the green belt and stop washing out all of his driveway and standing water that's always there. And that amount from, well, I guess I'll give the name, from John Doctor, that was $3,100. And from Kevin Myers, he was at $3,325.
What are the company names?
I didn't see a oh, wait a minute, yes, it's a C. What is that? He just wrote it on top of this Wacko? Wacko?
C. Wadeco?
Yeah.
Co Wadeco? I don't even know.
Yeah. He's local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the Kevin Myers, C. Waco?
Yes.
And would you like me to present the curve too? Because I'd like to have them both.
Well, for the 11 by
done.
24 foot pad, that's gonna go from the road,
From the sidewalk,
from the
actually.
sidewalk.
Yeah, from the inner sidewalk, 24 feet in and 11 feet wide,
Okay.
yes.
So 24 feet in will, because his driveway goes
Goes
past
to the south.
longer
It'll
than.
be, yeah, it'll be 24 feet going south into his driveway, and then 11 feet the width, and pitch it to the west, so as that water's coming off that cement ramp, it'll hit that pad and then kick to the west and protect the driveway.
Well, that's, the only thing I'm concerned about is if the water runs down that pad into the rest of his driveway, I
Well,
don't wanna
that's-
wash out the
But he's
rest
got a
of
little
his
issue on
driveway.
his further,
It goes uphill after that.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
don't think it'll be a problem.
Okay,
so I thought that would resolve that location.
okay. And then the other one?
And then the other ones for 150 foot of curbing down on Bell River Road to be in Larry's neighborhood. 150 foot of it, they're gonna put a 2 foot by 6 inch thick drivable curb there, because it's taking all that stone, and which anybody that walks sees
All that
that.
stuff that washes out.
And it just
Yeah, it
washes.
washes out, but what are they gonna address?
There's a drain at the end.
Okay.
That 150 feet will dump it right into a catch basin, existing catch basin.
Into that,
And that price from John Doctor was $3,800. By the way, this will have rebarring. And from Kevin Myers, his price to do the curbing was $7,825. So the total cost for both projects, Kevin Myers was at $11,150, and John Doctor was at $6,900.
Do we know why that curbing was so much?
Don't know, maybe,
He just doesn't want to do it.
and it's apples for apples, so.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I mean, his first quote's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about.
Like, does he think
Maybe he
he's
just
doing?
really likes flat work.
Well, I'm saying, does he think that's
That's
two
what I mean.
curbs, or you know, it's just a?
And for all I know, he was gonna bring a curbing machine in, he didn't say, but,
Right.
Why did they put the curbs in originally?
undue the money.
Remember, we got that done on,
Yeah,
we got a good deal on it.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean,
St. Clair County
if they
was-
didn't do it properly, it's kind of like,
yeah,
Well,
that's the
I
whole
think-
thing, like
I
the
think-
engineer.
Yeah, why
did
should
they
have
not do it
addressed
right?
that issue, that.
That's what it was, they think all the money in it.
You only had $1 million.
And I did push for a curbing to keep the water running off into my well site. And I'm kinda thinking maybe that was such a priority.
We should have done the other, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we voting on this tonight?
So you're looking for a motion to approve one of
To
those
approve,
quotes?
really both of them, I'd like them to both be done.
Both parts, not.
Both parts, yeah.
Both
Yeah,
parts,
yeah.
okay.
1 and 2.
How thick is that 11 by 24 bar? How thick a pad?
That was only gonna be 4 inch there. Double check that.
And that pad will be on his private property.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rather
But
quickly it
it
will
was
be.
caused when they did the road, the
Right.
water, the drain is too far. And so the water, there's nothing, there's no drain there, it all goes into his driveway.
His is the drain, and putting that cement approach in, well, that solved the problem of all the rocks washing into him, but it also sped up the water, and now it's encroaching and laying for weeks
Yeah.
on end, right at the
Yeah,
end of his driveway.
I walked the dogs past there after it hadn't rained in
Couple weeks.
a couple of weeks, and his
constantly wet.
driveway was still wet.
Yeah,
So,
And we don't think the Union Street reconstruction will
No.
fix the
no,
problem.
because that's heading,
You're
it's
probably
down
gonna
a
get
hill
worse.
already.
yeah, you got two,
Poor thing.
you got one coming eastbound that drops down, it's like he's the bottom
Yeah.
of these two inclines.
The Union Street project might divert some of the water into drains on,
Yes.
but not all of it, so. They should have really put a drain, like, near his,
And anyways, it'll start. I know we got other areas which we're gonna be addressing, and
Did they tell you when they could have this done? When they could start working?
that I'm not sure of,
Okay.
yeah. They both know I want it done ASAP if
Right.
it was approved,
Okay.
so. And again, the closer jobs at this time of year, and then you get into October, everybody at the last minute wants everything done. Hurry up and let's get it done now. Well, they only get busier as the season goes until they run out of season.
All right, any other questions? Let's see what happens. I'll make a motion to approve the quotes from John Doctor for the 150 feet of curbing and the 11 by 24 pad as requested by Bart.
Support.
Parker,
yes.
Mazer,
yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Weaver, Quayrum,
yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
Dunbar.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'll leave that. Oh, and then I did announce that. I found out that the timing on the festival was gonna possibly overlap the construction, so they're moving their construction from starting at Lowell Street, they'll be starting at Union, so they can at least have the underground and the gravel portion done. It won't be paved for the, probably
Oh,
for the
for the
festival.
fall fest? Okay.
Yeah, because I talked to Mike and I totally forgot about that date. And
Okay.
so
And
we're
you said
gonna
they're
start-
starting next week? They're supposed
Yeah.
to start next week?
Yeah.
Barring anything
Monday?
Yeah,
crazy?
Monday is, yeah.
Did we
We'll
get
start
that
on
on the
Monday
website
and
as well?
they'll end on the 10th of October.
The road construction?
So basically 4
I
weeks?
don't know.
Yeah,
More or less.
about 4 weeks, yeah. we'll end it-
For both or for just Union?
Both.
For both?
Yeah, both roads.
We got 3 roads.
Also, yeah, both, I'm sorry, both.
And then we got construction for
Yeah.
drainage going on Bell River Road also, that we wanna improve some drainage there, that
Okay.
things, whatever it was, but, there's some structures going in there and some tubing being changed out, so, but that was part of the quote.
Okay, and then, notices went out to all the houses.
I
on
personally
Lois.
taped them and discussed it with, the people on the street side.
Lois and Robert, what about Union?
And then Union here, I spoke and tagged it up.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Larry?
Well, yeah, we were just had the roads and we talked about that and there was a memo in your packet, so it's address that issue. That's all.
Okay. Parks and Rec? Anyone? No fire? No police? Donna?
We hired an office assistant and she will start September 9th part-time. Her name is Carrie Ramo. We have our meeting on the 4th that I told you about last week. And we thought Carrie would be working by now, but she's not, so we will be shut down for a few hours. And then we also have another meeting on October 16th. It's a treasurer's meeting at Mahone County. She'll be here that day, so.
Okay.
What hours will be closed on September 4th?
We'll leave around 11:15, and they usually go 2 to 3 hours. And that's in St. Clair, so.
Okay.
We'll
Make
be
sure we
back.
get that on the website as well and get a notice for the door. Any other comments from administration? No? Any amendments to the agenda?
If there are no amendments, I make a motion to adopt the agenda.
Support,
Mazer,
yes.
Sofa,
Yes?
Weaver,
Yes.
Waver,
Yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
Dunbar,
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
All right, approval of the regular meeting minutes from August 5th, 2025.
If nobody has any corrections, I will make a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of August 5th, 2025.
Support.
Sofa,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Waver,
Yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
Dunbar,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Mazer.
No, yes.
All right, presentation approval of August disbursements report. $117,566.59. Electronic wire transfers, $16,403.50.
If nobody has any questions or corrections, I will make a motion to approve the August disbursements report of $117,566.59. And the electronic wire transfers of $16,403.50.
Support.
Weaver,
Yes.
Waver,
Yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
Dunbar,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Sofa.
Yes.
We'll get a motion to approve communications
I'll make a motion to put the communications on the record.
record.
Support?
Waver,
Yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
Dunbar,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
District Director Mohammed Smitty, which is not here.
Maybe next time.
Oh, Historical Society regarding signs. Sherry?
Nita was supposed to show up. Did she, ask?
There is a letter in here. Okay, so basically, they installed new thing signs on the welcome sign at the entrances, on the 3 entrances to town. They did find the 4th sign in the barn on school property, but there were no poles. We're wondering if there's a reason why it was removed originally, whether it could be put back up.
The landowner requested, I'm not sure who took it down, by the time I got up there, it was gone. But, where it used to be on the north side of Z's, there on private property.
North side of Z's?
That's
Yeah.
How far out
not
am I?
that far.
Yeah.
That's a little too far.
Where they were trying-
It was
You
out by
have
the
to
doctor's
see-
office.
Yeah, you have to,
Amazing.
you had to seek permission because it technically can't be in a right of way or the
Right.
state. So we really have to ascertain anything that, any property owners, you know, I think just on the outskirts really.
What about that farm field, that big?
Or the farm field,
Well, that's where the Lions,
Yeah, or Lions sign.
where the Lions sign
Right
is
by there.
already there.
So I thought maybe in that area, we
Mm-hmm.
could maybe install, but
Does Mr. Green farm that property? Mr. Harold Green?
there, in that area, I didn't even think that was even farmed.
No, I'm not talking that one. The one is being farmed across from Coosa's.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
right
just
across
past
from
the rat house.
Yeah.
it used to be a Matway Farms or something, wasn't there? There's still 2 structures on the bill, on the property across.
And I thought they had beans in there, I don't know, I mean.
It could be. Yeah, but, yeah, we would have to ascertain some permission, like, we could kind of split the difference on how we install it, I'm sure, without the state getting too wild on us. But, if you wouldn't mind, I can, get names and, phone numbers and.
Yeah, if you could look up, like, find out where we could put it. The Historical Society's asking if we could purchase 2 6 by 6 by 12 support poles.
Yeah,
They would fix the sign, help fix the sign, and if we could put it up.
right, yeah. And he wanted us to purchase of the 6 by 6s if I remember.
Yeah.
correctly. 12 feet long.
Well, there's a Lions sign there too that's been destroyed. And may as well get 3 of them then and fix that one too.
There is a lion sign that is,
Right by Raps.
yeah,
It is
it's in that
halfway
area.
lay- it's halfway
I think that's,
laying down.
and I think that's a little bit north too, right about in the area where I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
ask or request the landowner to put this.
I thought that's where it was.
No,
Yeah, I didn't realize
I
it was
don't
out by
know, it's that far
Mrs.
north, yeah.
And I think that was because, again, they couldn't find somebody that was willing to give them a little bit of property.
Okay,
with the
well, if
sign,
you
so-
can find out whether we can put it there, and then,
Okay,
Revisit.
yeah, I'll look into that, and I don't think we really have to, we need to vote on that. I mean, if I find a location, I mean, I could get with Sherry or,
yeah, that's fine.
and just get it installed.
How much would the support poles be?
I do believe, so they need the poles first so they can router it, so they,
Yeah.
as those panels drop into it. So they
Okay.
need the poles themselves
And I'm
first.
sorry, I meant to look the price of what, 6 foot, 6
And then
months
if you
today,
get them
so I
to
didn't
Sherry,
get to it.
Sherry said
But-
she could router them to where, and then
Right.
it can just all be slid together.
The Stewarts own that farm. The name is the Stewarts.
That farms it?
That own it.
Oh, okay,
Paul and Carol Stewart.
okay,
They live in Armada,
okay.
Richmond Township.
Have a phone number?
I don't know. I have their.
Mr. Wheeler.
That's right, I talked to you.
Okay.
I don't think we need to vote on that to buy 3 6 by 6. I don't think that's gonna exceed
Just 2, I
Bart's
think,
limit.
more than 2, 2 by 6.
2.
Okay.
2, I'm sorry, 2.
6 by 6.
I don't think it's gonna exceed Bart's limit.
Robbie, were you saying you wanted a new pole for the
Well, the
Lion
lions,
sign?
the lions look terrible.
I had recommended even on the north or on the south end of town, instead of putting the lions on a stick where it looks like this, to take it off and put it on one of the poles. Right
How about
under
for
the
a sign?
sign.
Yeah.
But the ones that make
Eliminate
it
one
look,
thing for the guy to mow around.
Right,
Give him
it's, or,
something
you know,
else.
because there's plenty of room, those signs are high enough to put it on one of the support
That's what
poles.
most of these do, is on their whole
Sure.
welcome thing.
Yeah, that's,
but the one that's out on the.
well, it's just by
It's just-
itself right now, we can take it off.
Yeah, it's
and-
laying like this.
So do the south
whole
one too
pole.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Remove that, put it on
Perfect.
our welcome to Memphis.
Okay,
Okay.
awesome.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Unfinished business, none. New business, Parks and Rec, St. Clair County millage funds.
You just need a motion to approve accepting these funds, right?
Yeah, and I talked to Becky, and it's gonna be playground equipment, that's what she's been spending on again.
I make the motion to accept the 2025 local millage table based on the 2020 census. It would be in the amount of $1,890.
Support.
Zimmer,
Yes.
Stumper,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Waver.
Yes. Christmas tree lighting, Friday, December 5th at 7 p.m.
I wanted to ask Bart, where do you put the Christmas tree? Is
Well-
it in that circle? Is it where the fountain is, or?
Yeah, because you said
Well,
the
that's
thought
not
comes
gonna
out.
happen anymore. That fountain's a little bit heavy to be moving around like
So
the
we're
old
not
one.
gonna-
Oh, that was your original plan though.
Well, we had a box.
But you
It's kind of
said,
been playing musical Christmas tree, so I'm gonna plant it right near where that artwork is. I'm gonna put another pipe in the ground, and
So it'll be
when
a
it's
little
in
closer.
when it's in use, the tree will be. When it's not, I will be putting
Where's
it
the artwork?
up.
Right, isn't
That's
it kind
in
of in front of the
between.
fountain?
It's to the right. Let's see
That's
what
by the
let me-
that's by the pavilion.
Yeah, it's kind of. Is it even halfway to the center point of the sidewalk where the fountain is?
Yeah, I thought it was in front of the fountain.
So it's
Is
going to be in
is
that
there
area.
any way to do it, like, between where the fountain is and the sidewalk on Main Street, on that, the bigger
I would
empty
love
space?
to, but, again, I was heading that direction with it, and then somebody pointed out, hey Bart, we only have outlets over here.
Yeah, it's the electrical power.
So I'm kind of dictated on that, or pull some more wire, and then have something else sticking out of the ground.
could we do it at the new city hall, in front of the new
Every
city hall?
place we put it, we think it's great, and then something changes
Yeah,
over
the
there.
only, that's cool, but the only problem with that is when we do a tree lighting ceremony, that there gets to be a lot of people there.
Yeah.
I was just thinking with the
front yard.
fountain and the pavilion, you're taking up a lot of space in that
I
park.
know.
Add a tree.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Put them over here. Put them out in front of them.
Are you talking about planting a tree or having a fake?
No,
No.
I've been getting, in fact,
What about over
I
here?
got
All they,
pine
go
tree
from there,
that-
walk
that
over
grows
here
around
anyway to
here.
go
This
to
road
the
will be
thing,
straight,
right? Why
so-
wouldn't we just put it right out
Yeah,
here?
most streets are on Main
Close
Street,
off,
they're
close
going
off
to
this road, something.
yeah, people like seeing it.
Well, you're not crossing, the good thing is you're not crossing them 18.
Right.
Remember, they got it blocked out usually to bring
Well,
people
that's
over,
fine.
but we've been doing that for years.
Yeah,
Yeah, that part's just getting.
We used to have it at the
Yeah.
police department years ago. I'm not quite sure that why.
And we never had a ceremony or anything over there, we just.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Al Hazelton played guitar and sang, we all kind of joined in with them playing guitar. You were like in diapers probably.
I remember the tree being there, I remember it being lit up.
Yeah,
okay, well, that's,
but
So we need to
again,
figure out a
there is,
location that we all agree on.
I will say there is an outlet on the front side of this building. The only reason I'd like to, if we're gonna keep it in the park over there, and in my locations is where we got 3 designated power, locations, if I put it, lost my train of thought, I'm sorry. But it's something if you wanted in the front up here, I mean, it could happen. But then we got this other, I don't even know what this tree is that's over there.
It's a crab apple
It used to be in my way all the time. Anyway, I'm not sure. I don't remember planning it.
We can still set the dates
Yeah.
now and then think about
Yeah,
that,
we
right?
can.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, everybody think about that for next meeting. But I will tell you that the chamber did vote today to, again, because Nina started the Angels of Light,
oh, we can do it again?
or they're gonna do it again this year. Thought it would be a good idea to do it, you know, since she started it. And then that does give a donation to the Blue Water Hospice that we haven't done in the last, 2 years, we haven't done it. So that will be going on before the tree lighting, so.
Okay.
Okay.
So, no, somebody else can make a motion.
I could make the motion to set the Christmas tree lighting hours on Friday, December 5th at 7 p.m.
Support.
Dunbar,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Waring,
Yes.
Zimmer.
Yes.
All right, resolution regarding fall burn.
I'll make a motion to set the burn dates for,
Yeah, I thought we had them in here, what
Yeah,
the
it's
dates
in
were.
here.
It's October 5th through November 16th.
yeah, October 5th through November 16th.
No burning.
No burning on October 30th and 31st for Halloween. Is that motion?
What did you say, 10-5? October 5?
Yeah,
10-5.
October 5th through November 16th,
Okay.
except
I've had
for
20 bars.
October 30th and 31st.
You were too busy.
I support it.
Huh? Oh, you supported. Parker,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Waring,
Yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
Dunbar.
Yes.
So Jason, you make a motion.
Yes. All right. I have nothing today, Sally.
I'm good.
Last month, the ZBA meeting got rescheduled. That was a decision that was made by me with the recommendation of our legal counsel. There's been a lot of discussion about it on Facebook. That wasn't something underhanded or shady. We just thought it was in the best interest for the citizens to be able to be present and be able to not only have the opportunity to speak, but also hear everyone else's comments.
Oh man, conspiracy though.
We notified all parties within 2 hours of the decision. Nobody at this table was privy to that decision. Was not a decision made by council. The condominiums haven't even been brought before council. So, reading things online like, with the corrupt city council needs to get their act together is crazy to me, because I have seen nothing corrupt from the people I'm sitting next to, and it's frankly a decision that has not been put before you guys. And I think what really upset me the most was seeing things asking people to direct all questions and frustrations towards the clerks. Email me, call me, but Donna is not responsible for the decisions that are made by others. And I think that there was some unnecessary flack being given to the support staff of this council.
There's a lot of unnecessary stuff going around right now, so we need to.
That's all I have.
Okay.
It was my understanding that the meeting was postponed because it wasn't put up with is it a full 30 days ahead of time? So it was a couple of days short or a day short, and that's why you chose to
It was
reschedule?
that.
There was twofold. It was Yes, the meeting was posted well within the over 30 days, but there were some errors on the initial posting regarding ordinance numbers and things like that. When that was corrected and posted, it was 13 or 14 days instead of 15 days. The meeting, did not change, the meeting did not, the date didn't change or anything, but people had a problem with that, but when it was pointed out, they fixed it, they posted it, So that was one issue, and then the other one was they felt like this area would not be big enough, and so instead of changing it on the fly, that was the recommendation of the attorney, as what Ken Dunbar called me and told me that was the reason. Those two
It'll
things.
be at the Lions.
I think that
Correct.
that's a respectable reason for having
Yeah.
changed the meeting.
I mean, I want everyone to have their opportunity to speak, everyone have their opportunity to hear, and truthfully, we could have just had citizens show up to the meeting, but that felt disingenuous and wasteful of people's time to just anticipate, that we're gonna
Right.
have to do something about it. No more comments.
I got invited to Blue Meats Green meeting about a week ago. Very interesting, a lot of good information there. They're a countywide economic development program. They got about 20 various entities there. There's the village manager from KPAC, the city manager from Yale, and that was represented. And they invited me also, because I've been working with the Community Foundation, which is one of the people that are part of that group. Well, a lot of good things happening out there with this group. They've been around since 2010, and they just basically got a mandate to improve quality of life in small towns in this area, in St. Clair County in particular. They're giving away $60 million this year. The whole process starts up again October 1st. Infrastructure, trails, playgrounds, all that kind of stuff. So it was really good to hear what all these other people are doing, and I got a chance to speak for a few minutes and say some of the things that we're doing here in Memphis, and it was a very good meeting. Met some good people, and I think there's a lot of opportunity there in the future. That's all I got.
Thanks, Steve.
What's the takeaway from that? Like what, you said they're giving away $60 million this year, how do we get in on that?
That's just one program.
Right. So how do we get in on those things?
It's a great process. Networking with them, talking to people.
Because I didn't know anything about that, so like,
Do they publicize the grants that are, their opportunities that they're
Right.
putting out? Do they like?
I just got invited to the meeting because I've had some contact with the Community Foundation over the grants that we're applying for through the
There's
Lions.
a place to look, and say, oh, we have a grant for this, that might fit.
There's a million of them. They outline it all if you want to Google
Green to
Blue-
what? Blue to green?
green meets blue.
Green meat.
so I guess my curiosity
Blue meets
is,
green.
so the Lions Club is applying for a ton of grants, why isn't the city applying for a ton of grants? Like why, and I'm not trying to say this to be confrontational, but it seems like a lot of resources are going to fix the Lions Club. There's a lot of issues with happening within the city.
They don't do public, the one that you're thinking of for the Lions Club.
Well, whatever
They
it
don't
is, I don't know
they
what
don't
it
do
is.
municipal stuff. They'll do private clubs, private things
Sure.
like the hub, so that we don't really, the city can't really apply for those.
Okay,
Oh,
Is it
I think
the-
that's
that's,
good,
and that's
actually,
like
Jason.
my,
Oh, the way I.
But isn't the youth center a municipal building?
It
Right,
is,
that would be
but they're
my-
going for the Lions Club. It's actually, most of the things that we're looking at are on Lions property, not city property, but there's
wasn't
some
it
Oh,
all?
actually,
Indoor-
there's a lot
there's some
going on
indoor
with
stuff
buildings.
inside, too.
There's all the doors,
Mhm.
possibly putting on a screen porch, that's on.
Yeah.
But the city owns that building,
Right.
Well,
so.
sure,
So I
they
guess
don't
that's
come
my
to you and ask you
confusion,
your
like, there's a
blessing, you
lot
can
of
say no if you
resources.
want.
I come back to the same thing, there's a lot of resources to improve the Lions Club, and a lot of time and energy spent to get grants for the Lions Club. I didn't even
Well,
know
the
about.
Lions are exploring those grants, not the city.
Yeah.
Well, why aren't we? Like, if you guys know about them for the Lions Club, why aren't you passing that along for the city people to explore?
Well, Tim,
Like-
that's one of the reasons I'm mentioning it here today. Is that
Well, that's-
these things are out there. I'm just becoming aware of myself. We have private members in the Lions who have taken the initiative to go out
Totally
and find
agree.
those things.
I-
Nancy Thompson being the main person, who you
Sure.
know.
But did you attend that meeting as someone from the Lions Club or from the city of Memphis?
I was invited by the community foundation meeting because they gave us $1,000 for music.
As,
And so they invited me to come out and just tell how it went. I had an opportunity to thank them for help financing the music.
I totally agree, but I think like you're missing my point.
So
Are you
there-
going as a representative of the city or are you going as a representative of the Lions?
I didn't ask them in what capacity they were inviting me. Alls I know is
But
I
if
got
you're talking
emails.
about things that are happening in the city, I would take that as you're going as a representative of the city.
Well, they were just asking in conjunction with what we were doing with the Memphis days and how the music went. And it was just a basic, you know, we have people from all over seeing what was going on.
But they were all city officials, if I'm not, you
No,
said the
not
city
all.
man.
No, there's 20 different organizations. There's politicians there, there's county commissioners there, there's city
Government
managers
City
there,
officials.
there's
Government
private
officials.
enterprise there. It's
I
there's
just,
a lot of public-private.
I just think it's a little confusing, right?
Well,
Like,
do you regret that I went there?
no, not at all, but like if
I
you're
can
putting,
recuse myself from
I'm
that.
not that at all. I'm saying like our city, I think we can all agree that our city has a trouble getting grants, right? Like everyone can agree with that. We have trouble getting grants.
I don't know, how hard have we tried?
That's exactly my point. It seems like a lot of emphasis, again, whether it's being put on by private citizens or people who are in the Lions Club and on city council, you know, whatever the case may be, it seems like city council or the city is not benefiting from a lot of these things. It seems like the Lions Club, and I'm not saying that's bad, like don't take that as bad, but if there's experience with it, why wouldn't we use that experience at the city level as well to help improve the city? It's
Absolutely.
literally
I
just
haven't
a
had any
question.
experience there, that's why I'm kind of seeing what's going on.
Well, you talked to the Ralph Wilson Foundation, right?
Yeah,
To help improve the Lions Club.
yeah.
Well, that, we didn't approach them, Nancy Thompson.
It's still, either
No,
way.
actually, the
but
community.
those are
found-
resources.
The community
Like-
foundation, again, Tim, the way, you know, the genesis of this, I mean, I'm not trying to hide the ball. The community foundation actually came back to the line and says, you know, we got an organization that I think would really benefit you people, and there's a lot of very different umbrellas that they're very interested in putting money into smaller communities who are trying to develop programs like we have with the Scouts, like we have with the soccer, like we have with the music festival. I mean, it's just a good fit. And so they invited a couple of their board members to come to one of our meetings, I don't know, a month or two ago, right? Something like that. And they actually had enough interest where they're gonna have one of their quarterly meetings in September at the Lions Club.
Their number
And
one.
but hold on, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with helping the Lions Club. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is it seems as though there's a lot more resources put towards helping funding additional things at the Lions Club when you're at a meeting with many government officials or organizations or other things, and it seems like all of those resources are going to helping the Lions Club and not particularly or possibly helping the city.
There's a ton of money to spread around.
That's exactly what I'm
You
saying.
get paid though for writing grants. You're not gonna get it for free. Somebody has to pay for it.
I understand that,
Hey.
but what is
No,
that?
but here's the
What do you
thing.
grant writer?
No, see, if you went to the meeting and you come in here and say, there's a lot of stuff available, like, where's our information sheet? Where's, you know, you went to the meeting, what's the,
I'm not
what's the
obligated to
fol-
produce an information sheet for
I'm
it,
not-
I'm just sharing verbally what I did. I mean, I'll keep that to myself from now
No,
on if
but
I'm gonna
sharing
get beat up for
verbally-
going to a meeting.
But sharing verbally doesn't help
Gee.
us to, like, direct on what
I
we
gave you
wanna
the
apply
name,
for.
you know, somebody wanna pursue it some more, fine. I mean, I'm always willing to work with anybody doing it, but I got my hands full. I'm trying to do what I'm doing with the bandwidth I have, with my life going on. I've been, you know, a staunch member of the Lions for 20 years. I'm very interested in what they're doing. I wouldn't advocate it and just volunteered to help Nancy because she'd been doing it by herself. The rest of the stuff just organically came out of that. I mean, I'm not overthinking this. The reason I'm telling you guys this is because I thought it was a good opportunity, some good information to share.
But what's
That's what I'm doing here.
Is the-
That's all I got to say about that.
So is the
Believe me,
information
I'm
just
done
the name
talking
of the
about it now.
organization?
Yeah.
Is that,
Jeez.
He's asking you a question, Steve.
is the information to share just the name of the
Steve, he's
organization?
asking
I'm
you a
listening,
question.
I'm listening. Yes, Tim, I'm listening to you.
Okay.
So, I will say, the Ralph Wilson Foundation, their main goal when they came and asked us
Sure.
was not how can we improve the Lions Club? It
Okay.
was, what can we do at the Lions Club to help the community? Their
Sure.
number one thing was, who do you help here? And we were talking about the city, because the city uses the parking lot, uses the grounds, so we talked about the city.
Isn't it the
We talked
city's
about
property?
baseball, but we don't, not all of it. The parking lot is, all the parking lot, and all that's Lions property.
Okay.
And they just were, what their goal is to say, we're looking for a place that is a hub of the community. And it's not for municipal grants, these aren't for.
Right, but again, I'm not
More-
saying that's the problem. That's
No, I know,
not what I'm
but
saying
if
at
they
all.
have grants that are available to municipalities, that might be something to look into, but I'm not aware of them. I don't
Sure,
know.
and I'm not
They
saying
might just do
anything.
private stuff like that, I
Like,
don't know.
I love the fact that the Lions are getting a bunch of stuff, but that's
for the
not at all what I'm
community, it's
saying.
not, you know, Lions, you know, it's,
Like-
everybody uses it, that's the
Sure,
whole idea.
absolutely.
Actually,
I totally
if
agree with that.
everybody didn't use it, we wouldn't even be in the running to get anything out of
I
it.
completely
They asked, how
agree.
does the community
May I
use this?
comment in here, kind of bring some of the new people back? I want to say back in the 90s, I think we actually had a vote to the people to create a position, and I think the title was a city administrator. And that position was for ideally a retired person that was maybe a city manager that attended meetings and rubbed elbows, and they're very
Right.
familiar with grants and that. And it passed, it got approved, and we just never pursued it.
We never
Hired
hired a
somebody
person,
to do
right?
it
Right,
because
so
of-
is that,
Because
like-
of money.
And I'm just saying, like, is that the opportunity that comes out of this, right?
Right.
Like,
Maybe.
because I don't know.
It's always been
But-
said that city managers and that can pay for themselves, it doesn't happen overnight, but with every grant, it's like learning myself attending this particular Scots meeting for,
Sure.
for Boardman Road, or however we get
Right.
the money through that source. There's other ones out there. But by the time we're aware of it, they're awarding, you'll get an email saying that such and such community got awarded
Right.
$60 million or
Well, plus
whatever after the fact.
we don't have a grant writer.
Right.
Right,
We've
exactly.
always needed.
And this is where the idea came in, and maybe I just assumed this, I felt a retired man that wasn't really ready to retire, that could put a few hours in with the experience and had the connections, would be beautiful for us, if we could afford
Without
it.
spending $100,000 a year on a city manager.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
but we've talked about that
Well, we
before, but
just-
everyone said it was too expensive.
But I know it was voted on back and was approved.
Yeah, we discussed the
Yeah.
city manager years ago, but when we evaluated what our costs, we didn't have the resources you know, the money to do it. And now, if you could have a city manager, like you said, semi-retired, and you want him for 2 days a week or something, that's something to look at. A city manager would have probably the experience that he could apply for grants and so on.
And
And I
again, you
just
would have the
wanna-
connections.
Yeah, and I just do want to mention though, we do have a extremely expensive grant right now that we're working on, it's near completion. And I think that happened a few years ago, and I think Eric was kind of responsible for some of that too, getting that in. And that grant, by the way, you know, we got to come up with funds on our own, of course, but I think the grant itself, if you just figured it out, is probably $1 million. Now, that's not chicken, you know, that's a lot of money, so for a city like this, so we do get them, but none of us really have the experience in order to go out and get it, because we don't.
It should be through
What do we
engineering
define as when
firms,
you look at it?
or once we find a place, like I say to the Scots meetings,
We
or
got a
say,
group that, we
We've
had a
talked
group
about
that
that every year.
approached
We
us
talked
a
about
while
it this
ago
year,
that
yeah.
said, we do
Oh,
grant
we said we
writing,
can't
and
afford it, we
then,
can't afford it.
they did something for us, we didn't get the grant, they never came back to us and, you know, they
But
did
you-
grant for it. They,
Yeah.
that's what they said, they were a company that said, we find grants and we'll write the grant for you, and then I don't know if did that work out or not, was that the one you're talking about?
Thought the
Well, we
fire
haven't really heard about it ever
department-
again, we never
Well,
heard from them again.
the fire department
Yeah,
do
she
get
did it, and then
grants
she
too.
never went back to
Yeah.
That's
town.
not been very.
Specific.
Well,
Because
So we did all the underground work on Lois and
Oh,
Eleanor.
that, yeah, that big grant.
That's what that paid for, yeah. And
Yes.
I think they also,
Okay.
The
something.
water main you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
water main,
Lagoons.
We
We did,
well-
we improved the lagoons, right?
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
big one.
We improved the lagoon.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's Scott's grant, that's been going on for
Years.
12 years, right, or something like that?
Many, many years.
I mean, it just takes time. And you know what happened in the past is that a lot of times we would sign up for these grants and everything would be going great. And then when it gets down to our tiny little project, they're out of money because Port Huron got, $60 million and we were hoping to get $500,000. But then
And-
the money
and for
just ran out.
5 years, we
That's
let
actually
on
what
it
happened.
there.
That happened on Boardman, right?
It did, one time it did, it was 13 it was supposed
We
to
didn't get it
start.
one year and it went to the next.
Well,
year.
we had to fight to get it again, 4 years down the road.
Another grant we used to get is CBG funds.
Yeah.
And we used to get about $33,000 a year on those funds. And it was funded, we actually used it for roads and it was.
Started with sidewalks.
Yeah, way back, yeah, and we started using roads, and also it could, we could let it accumulate for a year one or year two, or we could expend money for it and the next year refund the general fund with it. So, but that became a kind of a disaster because it went down to about 15,000 a year.
No, some of them.
And if you were in that, you
Yeah, you
couldn't
couldn't
apply
get
for
no
other
No,
grants.
and then
It was-
we were spending money developing through our architect somewhat, and then we put it out for bid and didn't get any. So we actually, last couple of years, spent our own money and we didn't get any results from it. So we dropped it, so. But it's, believe me, it helped to do our roads way back years ago.
Yeah.
Well, it still is.
Pardon?
That's how we paid for this last section of Boardman.
I
Well,
motion we
that
stop
was a different
discussing,
grant.
I motion we stop
Scott?
discussing,
Oh,
yeah,
grants
yeah.
and forward the issue to the finance committee.
Well, we probably.
Did he make a motion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's?
I motion we stop all discussion about grants and
You don't
forward
need
the
a
issue to
motion
the
on that.
finance committee.
Do you need a motion for that?
I mean,
Like,
put it
can
to
the
the
finance
finance
committee just
Yeah, the
schedule a
finance
I
meeting?
mean, we could just take it, but at the same
Schedule a
time.
Right,
meeting.
when you have a meeting to
Yeah.
discuss
That's fine.
grants, city manager,
Alright, motion
or any
fails.
other options. We're down on it.
Oh, you supported it? Wait, I didn't hear. There was a support. Hang
Oh,
on.
so now we gotta vote.
Well, I didn't
No, we
think
gotta
we
vote.
had to have a motion.
I'm so sorry.
Just in case.
Go ahead.
Oh, we
That's
used it.
fine.
All right, Mazer,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Waram,
Yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
Dunbar,
Yes.
Herbert.
Yes.
What'd you vote on, by the way?
That's finance.
Usually we
committee.
just say send it to a
Yeah,
advisor
Larry
or
be the
whatever.
city manager.
Finance.
To promote-
Jason?
I think it's my turn.
It's all.
Sorry, I wanted to, sorry.
No, I didn't know.
No, I wanted to say something about what Ken brought up, about a lot of the people posting things online. There were a lot of like disturbing comments being made. Some of them were made from people who don't even live in the city. You know,
A
that's
lot of
just,
them are made by people
who don't even live in the city. That's just Memphis, this other stuff. The one that really got to me was, and I say this because I'm a father to two very young girls, and I am overly protective of those girls. There was one comment that said you should stop at the city council member's house, and that is just simply crossing a line. And I think it's absolutely disgusting that these things continue to happen because people are putting out misinformation. And at that point, it could become a safety risk. Like, nobody is up here trying to do anything nefarious. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone believes. No one is working against people. No one is trying to deceive people that I'm aware of. And if they are, then that's between them and whoever else. But it crosses a line when you say you should show up at a city council member's house. And that is just completely and totally unacceptable to me. And I hope no one shows up at my house, or any of our houses, right? Like, do it the democratic way. If you don't like us, that's fine. Don't vote for us. I'm totally fine with that. But nobody is up here trying to do anything wrong. Nobody is up here trying to do anything to deceive patrons. Or I saw one comment that says increase our income. We don't get paid hardly anything, just so everyone knows.
We're
like-
lining our pockets.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's
that, like this isn't a money grab. Like if we spend less money in the city, we get more money. That's not how it works. And like that type of misinformation and just negativity is really, really dangerous. And now it's starting to cross lines. And that concerns me because that, like on a national scale, that's how lines get crossed. And that's how bad things happen. I don't want to see that in our town because coming from people who don't even live in our town or don't come to council meetings, right? Like everybody's a keyboard warrior, but nobody will have a conversation to your face. Nobody will say anything to Ken Dunbar. Nobody will say anything to Radonna. Nobody will say anything to me. All of these people online, right? And that like, it just really crosses a line for me and I'm not okay with it. I don't think anyone else up here is okay with it. I don't know what we can do about it as a city to like protect ourselves if we create an official Facebook account, whatever the case may be, but then somebody's got to manage it and stuff like that, and it just creates chaos. I just don't like the rhetoric that's being spewed as half-truths and misinformation and this conspiracy theory mindset that people are trying to wear you down or any of these other things. That's not the truth. And I just want people to remember that we are people as well. Donna is a person, Amber is a human being. Mistakes are gonna happen, no one is perfect. And I think like everybody coming at us is just getting way out of control. And I'm not asking for sympathy or pity or anything like that. It is just crossing lines at this point. And it is not okay. So that is all I have to say.
It'd be nice to see, if you're gonna post on Facebook, solutions. You
Yes.
want to point something out,
Nobody
have a-
posts solutions, it's all
Have a
wrong.
solution.
Their solution is one thing, and their solution is say no to condos, okay, that's what's going on now,
Right.
that would be like, that's the solution, and,
We're off.
honestly, there's been a lot of talk on there, that some certain city council members are all in favor of these condos. Honestly, I don't know any of your opinions up here except for Steve's.
It hasn't
You know,
been brought to the council.
I don't know whether I don't know whether any of you like the idea of the condos or not. We've never really had to talk.
But it hasn't come to
It
us.
hasn't come to
the
us,
council.
so I'm not really talking until it comes to us.
Right.
The only person who I know is because Steve puts his opinion out there. I do think that the conspiracy theory stuff kind of helps that goal. It helps to rouse the rabble. You know what I mean? It helps get people fired up. and
Let's be
talk.
clear, I'm not fueling any conspiracy theories.
Okay.
I mean, I can voice my opinion as a citizen in this city.
And I'm not telling you you can't. That's all I'm saying is I know
I just
your
want to make
opinion.
that clear for the record. I am not fueling any conspiracy theories.
But you don't shut them down either.
It's not my job to
Right.
to edit the
Okay.
bloody internet.
So, right.
All right.
Start the conversation, but when the conspiracy theories, just let people say, this guy's all for condos, or this guy, you could easily clear that up. Any of you guys
No,
could
it's
clear
not,
up
I'm
his
not gonna
thing.
go out and I don't argue with people on the internet.
He changed the date of that meeting. He told all of you about the date change before that meeting. You sat there and watched that thread go on about how the city council's trying to pull one over on people, and you didn't go, no, that's not what they're trying to do. You knew the reasons why the meeting was canceled, but you let the rabble get roused. And if it suits your purpose, that's fine, but just, it's
I have
It's
no
pretty damn
obligation
clear.
to respond to people.
It's pretty
Okay.
damn clear for
And
anybody who saw
can
it.
I
So,
say that prior to this last season, and everybody being under a microscope is one of the reasons that meeting was changed.
Yes.
Is because it was
it
a
was
couple
part
of,
of
it
what
was,
you all asked us to do
Well,
in the
yes,
first place.
yes.
But then it was, oh no,
Yes.
these guys
So-
are trying to pull things over on people.
So
But the people who
basically-
know didn't say anything to squash that, you know, oh, just let them talk, let
So
them make these
basically,
accusations.
we're
It helps
feeling
our
like
purpose.
if we don't do everything right, we're in trouble. If we make a mistake, we're in trouble. If we try to fix the mistake, we're in trouble. So that's how we are feeling.
It's damned if you do,
All of
damned if you
us.
don't. in a lot
I
of
get
cases in
it,
this-
I get it, but yes, all the stuff on Facebook going and the multitude of people commenting that one don't live here in the past, continue to say, well, that's how Memphis has always been. I'm tired of hearing that. That is,
We can't stop
we're
them
all
from their
trying to
free
make it
speech,
better.
but-
That's the reason why we are all here. And I expect everybody on this council and everybody in the city you know, to not spread misinformation. You know, you can voice your opinion, absolutely.
I quit
But it's the
commenting.
misinformation, because there's a lot of stuff out there, and we're not responding to it because we don't want to keep these, it just gets out of control. I've learned that with my business.
It's not
You don't
appropriate.
respond, you
Right.
don't respond
It's
to the
not the right
negativity
place.
because all that does is highlight the negativity. And we want to get past that.
And we wanna see their faces in the gallery if they
Absolutely.
wanna talk
Absolutely.
about issues.
I would love to see
Come.
half the people that wrote on all of these threads either volunteering, what are you doing for your neighbor? You know, instead of just complaining about everything, what are you doing for our community? That's what I want to know. What are you doing for our community? Because just the complaining and just pointing out every mistake.
They have the
and-
time to
and
sit there
everything.
and
Well,
post.
that, you know, so help, you know, like everybody just, you know, we need better playgrounds, we need this, we need that. It's like, yes, we're trying to do better playgrounds, we're trying to do. I'm sorry, a splash pad is just not in our budget. I would like to see people taking their kids to the softball fields that we already do have and
Yeah.
playing with them out there. Show me what you're doing for kids in the community before you are complaining that we're not buying more stuff for the kids in the community. You know, we have a lot of businesses in town that do stuff for kids in the community. The whole festival had all kids stuff. We don't charge for that, you know. We try to put on stuff for the community. We want to do more of that, but unless we can get past, I mean, here we are, almost a year, you know, we're at 10 months now that some of us have been newly elected, and I feel like we can't get anything done because we're still harping on all of this negativity and we can't get past things. So I'm asking everybody to let's put a positive spin. I want to see more positivity on Facebook.
We have
You know?
no control over that, but.
No, I know, but I mean, you know, we're not gonna respond
I
to
would
the
just like to see,
negativity,
you
I'm
know,
putting it
people
out there
who
right
do
now.
know-
We're not gonna respond to the negativity, but I would like to see, because there are some good things going on in town. You know, people are posting on Facebook, what about Robert and Lois Street? Well, because they didn't even know that had been scheduled for a year, how long?
Yeah,
It's been scheduled for a long time, they didn't know. So let's, you know, we're trying to get that information out there, so, and I expect everybody that's sitting on this board right now, if you don't wanna be here, that is fine, you can go. But the rest, we all are here for one reason, and that's to make this town better.
Motion to adjourn?
Yes.
Thank you.